Why is serving leaders' work so necessary? What do we do, and where are we going? So in terms of the necessary, important work, 2 reasons that I want you to think about. Number 1, the strategic position of a ministry leader, and also the unique challenges that they face. So strategic position, I believe that every pastor, missionary, ministry leader who's called to serve in the body of Christ is one of the one of the most strategic positions in the universe. They play an important role and have the potential to exert profound influence in churches, in the communities, in the culture, and then in the nations. Because they're on the front line, they're preaching, they're teaching, they're leading people to Christ, they're developing leaders for the kingdom to impact through the entire world, and they have the ability and the opportunity literally to touch thousands, and literally in some cases millions of people with the good news. And they do more than preach, they apply the gospel in every area of life so that everything they do in the church, mission field, communities has this ripple effect. It goes out from one place all the way. Individual lives are affected, saved, and changed and restored. Marriages are rebuilt and revitalized. Families are helped, changed. Communities, culture, and nations reformed. Think about the impact that the average pastor has on the average person in the pew. That person sitting there may be an addict, maybe someone who's been sitting there and never knew Christ, and just goes culturally, right? Or someone entrenched in deep habitual sin, destroying people and lives. But when a ministry leader shepherds them and serves them and helps them to grow, substantial transformation takes place so that every person becomes another instrument in the hands of the living God. Just like the Apostle Paul, just like Danielle, just like Sarah who you saw, just like Bill Smith, just like the people sitting at your table, just like you, and just like me. The result is that ministry leaders have this ripple effect on this generation, the next generation, and through eternity. Have you thought about that? It's through eternity, because each generation reaches more and more people. And that's why a ministry leader who pastors 5 people is just as important as the ministry leader who pastors 5,000 people. Or why a missionary in a tiny village is as important as an entire mission agency.